Welcome, fifth graders, back to our week 4 lesson. We are going to jump right in. So let's see what's up first. We are going to go over the names of the music notes. The last few weeks we've been practicing going through some rhythms. Today we're going to focus in on the names of the notes and the speeds and what their language is, just so we get that straight. Some of these you might look at and already know. Great. See if what the answers that pop up match the ones that you have in your head. And if you aren't sure of these or don't remember them or never learned them, then don't worry because we're going through this information. It will be important that you pay attention while we're going through so you can start to get some of that information. So here we go. Right here. This is called a quarter note. Everyone say quarter note. Great. And it goes at a walk speed. Everyone say walk. Excellent. And its rhythm language, what it says is do. Everyone say do. Ready, go. All right, that's our first music note. Here's our next one. These are called eighth notes. Can you say eighth notes? They have one beam that goes across. One beam that goes across. Because there's two of them, there's two notes here, we call it two eighth notes. Everyone say two eighth notes. Their speed is jogging. And they say do-day. Everyone ready, go. Now, you might see it written like this sometimes, but it's pronounced do-day either way. All right, moving on to our next one. We have this one. Now, when we write this one, this is the Z-C one, okay? Z on top and C on the bottom, because when we write it, it's not going to look exactly like this symbol. But can you see the Z and the C here? All right, so this is called a quarter rest. And it also goes at a walk speed. And it says rest, but a quarter rest is silent. It's one beat of silence. So we say rest silently in our head. Okay? As I switch back, I often also go like this with my hands. So if I'm saying, I say it in my head without my voice, because a rest is a beat of silence in music. Okay? Moving along. Here we go. We're halfway through. This is a half note. Everyone say half note. And it's a stretch speed. It's one sound that's stretched over two beats. And it says do. Really quick when I perform it, I go do. I clap on one side and move it across for the stretched out sound. Ooh, we have lots of sounds on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4 sounds, and they all have to fit on one beat. These are called 16th notes. The other ones were 8th notes. These are 16th notes. And because there's 4 of them, we call it 4 16th notes. We can go at a tiptoe speed. Nice and light and fast. Tiptoe. And it says do-ta-data. Everyone say do-ta-data. Do-ta-data. And our last one. Whew, you are in 5th grade. You have learned a lot of rhythms over the years. We talked about this one a little bit last week. This one is called a syncopation rhythm or a syncopated rhythm. And it goes at a short, long, short speed. Short, long, short. Try that. Ready, go. And it says syncopa. It still goes at that short, long, short speed, but it goes at a cinco, or excuse me, it says syncopa. All right, whew, we made it through all of them. Now here's a little chart with all of that information. From quarter note all the way down through syncopation and half notes. Notice that half note takes up 2 beats, even though there's nothing written in the second beat. The syncopation has 2 beats as well. It takes up 2 beats as well. All right. So, knowing that, we have 2 rhythms to go through only today. First one, right here, I'm going to do first. You might already know what it sounds like, but check it if you do, or listen if you're not sure. This one goes syncopa-do. Your turn, ready, here you go. Syncopa-do. All right. And this one, I'm going to have you practice it on your own. All right, pause the video if you need any more time. Say it with me if you can, or listen and then pause the video and say it after me. Ready? And here we go. Do ta de ta syncopa-do. Try clapping and saying it together. Ready? Go. Do ta de ta syncopa-do. All right. So your job for Seesaw today, your response is going to be to pick one of these rhythms, or you can do both if you'd like, and write it down on a piece of paper or on a whiteboard. It's up to you. You can do a piece of paper, you can do a whiteboard, whatever works, but you have to pick at least one of these rhythms. Pause the video, write it down, try to get the 1, 2, 3, 4 across the top so I can tell that you know which beats they all go in. And then save it because you're going to need it to take a picture of it later. Okay, the other part of the Seesaw response is going to be, there's on page 1, there's going to be some information and there's going to be some missing information. So for instance, if I have a picture of a quarter note, then you have to put in the name or type in the name quarter note. If I have the name in there, then please draw with the pencil on Seesaw what that note is going to look like. Okay, so that's page 1. Page 2 is take a picture of the rhythm that you chose to write down, one of those 2. Okay, so here it is again. Pause the video if you haven't written that down yet. All right, and here we go. Our solfege echoes for today. Remember, these are using our do, re, mi, sol, and la language, and we are practicing these so that we can get our voices back and retrained a little bit. We can hear them and get them in our ear, and these are just like the words and phrases that we learn when we learn a new language, so that once we get used to them, we can put them together into our own musical ideas. All right, so here we go. Our first one is going to go like this. Do, mi, sol, la. Your turn. Ready and go. Next one. Sol, la, sol, mi. La, la, sol, mi. La, sol, mi, do. Re, la, sol, la. La, sol, mi, re. La, sol, re, do. La, la, so, do. All right, class, that's it for those. And we have one last little new song for you today. We're just going to practice it a couple times and we'll be all done for today. So, the song is called There Will Be Weather. We're into fall now. We're getting some warm weather, some cold weather, some windy days as well. So here we go. This song goes like this. There will be weather, whether it's cold or hot. There will be weather, whether or not. And maybe you've heard it before, so it might not be a new song for you, but it might be as well. I'll sing it again. There will be weather, whether it's cold or hot. There will be weather, whether or not. I'll sing, and then you sing it back to me. Ready? There will be weather, whether it's cold or hot. There will be weather, whether or not. All right, you can sing with me this time. You can pause the video and rewind it when I'm done. It's up to you. But the goal is that you can sing this song on your own. And even if it doesn't happen after 2 or 3 times hearing it, that's okay. But the goal is that you can sing it on your own. So rewind it, practice it a couple times, and then we'll probably hear it again in another lesson. So here it goes. 1, 2, ready and go. There will be weather, whether it's cold or hot. There will be weather, whether or not. All right. That is all for today. Remember your seesaw response. Page 1, fill in the missing information. Page 2, show me the rhythm that you wrote down on your paper or your whiteboard. Take a picture of it. That's all you have to do. Thanks so much, 5th graders, and I will see you again next week. Stay safe and healthy.